I have created an entire squad of players with the worst personality available in Football Manager. They have the worst hidden attributes, and we're going to see how they fare through their career. Let's jump in. Yes, here we go. It's Forest Green Rovers. We're in Sky Bet League One. I didn't want to go too low in the football pyramid, because if I went too low, there would be a chance of too much progression if I started them off at a certain level, or they just get relegated out of the game because they haven't got the current ability. So they're all 15 years old. They are all 125 current ability, 200 potential ability. And as you can see here, they've all got balanced personalities. Balanced and fairly determined, apparently. This is their hidden attributes. That's the balanced, right? Be alarmed when you see balanced personality on a player, because this is balanced, apparently. Fairly determined. It was just the same. They've just got higher determination as an attribute. So balanced and fairly determined, whilst they look all right as personalities. All I'm saying, the damning indictment, isn't it? So anyway, Forest Green, they're in League One. Duncan Ferguson's the manager. In terms of the season preview, they are 10-1 on to go up, because the players that I've made, 125 current ability, does far exceed the ability of the division. 125 is probably borderline championship standard. Like, here we go. Joe Ward. He's made it into the Media Dream 11, and he is 118. So as you can see, they are all there. So we're just going to start jumping through, and we're going to see how they fare. So 1 year, let's just see what happens in the first year, shall we? So they've gone up in second place, promotion for Forest Green Rovers in their first season as a bunch of knobheads. In terms of the championship then, well, they are expected to come down with a whimper. Ipswich and Sheffield Wednesday, who've gone up with them, are going to stay up apparently. Wolves 91-1 on to go back up. They've come down. Bloody hell. And Luton have gone up like in real life. Hey, how a bit of that. Man City won the league. So in terms of the players, no one's improved one attribute point except, I say no one's improved except Shane Striker. Shane's actually got worse. Dropped an attribute point. 9 in 17 he got. In terms of personalities, they're all balanced and fairly determined. We're just going to pick Corey centre-back at random. Still an absolute knob. Marcus, also still a knob. I'll tell you what would be interesting. The dynamics. Let's add myself as a manager. So the team cohesion is abysmal. In all the managerial support, because I've just added myself with no experience as a manager. I will not save this. I've already simmed through, so this won't be saved and interfere going forward, so don't worry about that. The team cohesion is abysmal. I've never seen it so low. The hierarchy, no team leaders, no highly influential players, no influential players, other players. They're all in one social group, though. Every single player is in one social group. Everyone's morale's all right. There we go then. Okay, so doing the championship, they're expected to go down. Should we just see if they go down one more year? Oh, Birmingham went into administration. Not that it mattered. They'd have finished bottom by a landslide anyway. Wolves went up as champions. Forest Green did get relegated. 55 points Bristol City were on. That's a lot, isn't it, for the championship to avoid relegation? Like, to finish in 21st on 55 points is a lot, isn't it? I thought 50 points was usually about where people wanted to be. So 55's a lot. Forest Green have gone down on 46, which I think in some seasons I've seen that would have had them safe, but unfortunately, no cigar. Neil Critchley has come in. Duncan Ferguson got sacked, sadly, at the start of the season. 7th to the 10th. There you go. In terms of the players, they're all still 125. They've not improved at all. And for some reason, Oliver Dooley and Les Sparrow are in the first team squad as youth prospects. 25 current ability and 33 current ability. What does that look like? You deserve to get relegated. Still, the attributes have not improved. So there we go then. We have seen them get promoted out of League One and then get relegated from the Championship. I'd say that that's probably going to be very similar to what's going to happen through the rest of the experiment. That being said, they're not odds on to win Sky Bet League One like they were last time. They're expected to finish 5th, 6-1. Oh, there you go then. We're not going to jump in every single season. I'm going to jump through 3 years now to 2027, see what's happened. Sorry, before we do jump through, there was a couple of bits I did neglect to mention. I did increase the Forest Green training facilities to superb. If we look at the club details, the facilities, I moved it up to 18 because I wanted to give the players the chance to improve despite their personality, as well as giving them a transfer ban so they couldn't bring other players in to, well, do well, sort them out, shall we say. They've got enough money in the bank. They're making a profit over the season because they're paying the players peanuts. Right, we're 2 years in, 3 more years. Let's get moving. So this is the first season back and they did not get promoted. 18th. Oh, they're going to get relegated, aren't they? 18th. That's not good. 20th in the following season. They're going to go down. They are literally going to go down. 47 points. This is what I'm saying. 55 points in the Championship a couple of seasons ago. Was just avoiding relegation. Been table in League One here. Oh, and they finished 8th in the most recent season. They've had a bit of a resurgence. In terms of the season preview then, 5th, apparently, they think they're going to be. Darren Moore is in charge. Still 125s, 124s across the board. So no one's improved a single attribute point. So this is where we're at then. We are at versatility's gone up to 2. The Mike midfielder. William Winger, he's actually gone down to 123. Important matches up at 2. Versatility up at 2. So they're starting to improve their hidden attributes a little bit. They're only 20 years old as well. So there is a chance that they will still improve. But with the hidden attributes so bad, probably not going to happen. But there you go. Interesting to see if a bit of success will spear them on. Let's jump in. Sorry, Darren, you're going to lose your job temporarily. And we're going to see what the dynamics are like, just because I'm interested to see if anything's changed. Now, the team cohesion is actually very good. There's no team leaders, but we've got a couple of highly influential players, lots of influential players, loads of other players, all the social group. They're all still in the same group. The new players that are coming through just don't want anything to do with them. It's like, lads, you're all arseholes. We do not want to hang around with you. Like all of them at 20 years old with those hidden attributes. You can imagine what's happening, can't you? Setting fire to the farts, putting pennies in each other's pints. The usual kind of arsehole behaviour that you get at 20 years old. Anyway, that being said, let's jump through then. Let's fly through 5 years to 2032. Now, for a start, they're all in Sky Bet League One, but we're starting to see some improvement. Mark midfielder, they're still in League One, which is annoying. So in 5 years, not a lot has changed. That being said, professionalism's up at 3. Consistency's up at 9. Versatility's up at 8. And he's improved to 139. Will Still is in charge. Let's have a look at the managerial record then. They've had a lot of managers getting sacked. But Will Still has been here for a full year. David Wagner did get a league win. He won League 2, so they've been relegated. So, spoilers all over the shop. So this is where we were last time. They were 8th. And the following season was when they went down in 22nd on 52 points. This is what I'm talking about. 55 points was also relegation for Oxford. So 52 points was safe the season before that. Safe. All the way back to the beginning. So this was the highest points total someone got relegated with. So you've got to feel a bit aggrieved for them, to be fair. So in 27, 28, so we need to go down to League 2 then for 28, 29, don't we? Didn't even come straight back up. Mid-table, 12th in L on 66 points. Then he went up as champions. 88 points was total. And in 2030 to 31, they were, gone to the Vanarama National League. Tit. They came back, so they'd come back up, and in their first season back, they finished 15th in League One. And the most recent season, they finished 5th. And they lost 4-1 to Preston in the playoffs. They actually lost 3-0 at home. 3 red cards. What the hell happened here? We can't see the highlights, but bloody hell. All for a second yellow. God, the amount of bookings in this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 bookings, 3 of them being second bookings. Look at this. Noel Keeper was booked. What did he get booked for? Look at this. Awful. Getting absolutely battered at home 3-0. Down to 8 men. Oh dear. Will Still cannot instill any discipline, it appears. State-of-the-art training facilities. So they've improved their training facilities. And we did have a look at a couple of the players in terms of ability. So Mark midfield, as we saw, at 139. Let's have a quick look at, we'll look at Wayne Winger. His hidden attributes have improved a little bit as well. Consistency, versatility, professionalism, but a lot of them have stayed at 1. Unfortunately, at 25 years old, we have sort of hit their glass ceiling. I don't think they're going to improve much more. None of them are going to get any England caps. I don't even know if they're going to get back to the Championship, although they're on the cusp. They did lose in the semis to the playoffs. So, 2032, let's jump through. Let's go another 5 years. They're 25 years old. Let's go till they are 30. This is where we last were, 5th in the league, and then they finished 6th. Missing out in the playoffs again, losing 3-1 to AFC Wimbledon on aggregate. Not available to look at the fixture because we've gone too far into the future. Probably went down to about 3 players. And the following season, they finished 7th outside the playoffs. But then they've gone up as champions. Champions of League One on 86 points. And look at this for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. All on 80 points. Goal difference separating. And Wrexham managed to get promoted through the playoffs. So 24, 34, 35, and they've gone up to the championship. And they've come straight back down with Wrexham, 32 points. But look at this. 42 points, 43 points would have been safe. So that season where they got 50 odd points and got relegated, very unlucky. West Ham winning the championship. Right, so we're back in the League One. And this is the most recent season, and they're down in 16th. Juan V. Pinedo is in charge. Will Still's long gone. Look at this down here. Sacked. Who won a league? He won a Papa John's Trophy as well as League One under Imanol Alguacil. And he left. He went to Plymouth. And there we go. That is where we are in 2037 in terms of the players. Ooh. Some of them have dropped off really badly. Look at Mitchell. I bet he's not playing much. That's probably why. He's playing loads. So why is he so much worse than Mark? His hidden attributes haven't improved that much. Your consistency's gone up to 15. Versatility up at 15. The consistency does seem to improve over time. Despite they've all been at 1. You've managed to improve their consistency a hell of a lot over the course of their careers. So maybe being inconsistent when you're young is not the worst thing in the world, because they'll probably come through and start getting a bit better, especially playing with better players with better personalities. What's the dynamics saying? Great team cohesion. Absolutely fantastic team cohesion. Their club atmosphere is average. They've got 3 team leaders. Mark midfielder, Wayne winger, and Mike midfielder. The midfielder brothers. Loads of highly influential players. No influential players whatsoever. All of the rest are the new gens that have come through as other. And it's interesting that they're all still balanced personality and fairly determined when they've actually improved their hidden attributes quite considerably. In terms of the social groups, Alex Lowe snuck in. Is he a dickhead as well? He's crap. He's not too bad. He's a bit of a prick. Right then, we're going to do one final stop. 2045 is when they're going to leave. That's when we're going to go to 2045. Okay, back down to superb training facilities as well. The players are going to decrease, and they've got a transfer embargo till 2044. I think they haven't got loads of balance, because I thought they might get promoted and they might get a bit of prize money. They haven't. It's going to be a real slog for Forest Green to pull themselves out of this. Let's go to 2045. I can see more relegations coming. Will they manage to stay in the game? That's the goal now. Stay in the playable leagues. Vanarama National North and South is as low as I've gone, I think. And they're in the Vanarama National League South. They've just won it, actually. They've just gone up as champions. Forest Green, Paul Ainsworth in charge. Let's just look at the competitions, because it's just going to be too difficult to go through the leagues. We were last here in League One. They finished 23rd. That was the season that we were last here in the 16th. Then they went to League 2, finished 40th, then 23rd. Then they went straight relegated to the Vanarama South. Got promoted via playoffs, isn't it, if you finish second in the Vanarama National League South? I think it is. Stayed up mid-table, went down again, and then they've come up as champions. And that's because transfer embargo's lifted. They've bought some free transfers in, and yeah, fair play to them. In terms of the actual players then, they've gone down to in the 70s. Mark midfielder is still at 90. He was one of the better players. What's his hidden attributes saying? Adaptability, ambition, loyalty, pressure, sportsmanship, temperament, and controversy have not changed. Consistency is up at 18 along with versatility, so that's interesting. He's been deployed as a makeshift right back once. Now, they're all joining Liverpool for £50 million, these players. So Forest Green, despite the fact that they've not actually had loads of prize money through the years, they're actually going to get a hell of a lot of money now. They've got superb training facilities. They're going to get a bit of money. I've actually simulated another 5 years. So, shall we have a quick look in 5 years' time and see what they've done? Have they got further up the leagues? Back to League One? Probably it's tall order to get much past League One, because what's that? 2 promotions in 5 years. Completely rebuilding the squad. Let's see anyway. They're in League 2. They're in Sky Bet League 2. They've got no money. Where's all that money gone? Where has all that money gone? There. £1.15 billion of all the players going out. Has that been pocketed by the chairman? Excellent youth facilities. They've gone down again. I can't believe it. What's been happening in the Premier League then? Let's go and have a quick look at that. Liverpool in the last 5 years. What's happened with them? I don't even know where Liverpool are. There they are. Conference League football, finishing lower mid-table. Well, in terms of the past winners, City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal come through. Arsenal do quite often, Man City. And then Tottenham have gone on an absolute surge in the 2030s before Arsenal took back over, really. Been North London all over. Brentford finishing second in this season. Fair enough. Jack Harrison, currently the manager of Arsenal. Nicolo Ravella, in charge of Tottenham. And Tottenham and Arsenal have both won a few Champions Leagues as well. Tottenham have won, what, 7, 8? 2, 3, 4. Tottenham won 6. Newcastle won up 3 years in a row. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Anyway, there we go. That's the end of the experiment. That is the worst personality team. Which is a shame. I thought they might have been able to do a little bit more maybe I should have given him a higher current ability. Maybe I should have done some other tweaks. If you've got any ideas about to tweak this to make me add a little bit more spice to it, let me know. I might rerun it in a different capacity with some different variables as well. Any other ideas at all, though, please let me know in the comments down below. If you've enjoyed it, drop a like on it. If you're not subscribed already, please do subscribe. And yeah, watch one of these other videos floating around my head because, yeah, stay on the channel, keep the engagement up. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon.